Good morning, YouTube people out there in the beautiful world. It is the immaculate tortoise, the half man, half tortoise, the African tortoise. I hope everybody is a-okay. It is Saturday, the weekend. I love Saturdays, and looking forward to the day, guys. But I'm quite excited. Today it's Saturday, but I've got a very special episode for you guys. Finally, after a long time of waiting, we are gonna do this one, right? Prayer, right? Finally, prayer. We're gonna talk about prayer and why prayer is important. Finally, after a long time, I know you guys have been waiting for a long time for this one, but before we can go any further, ladies and gentlemen, you already know this. Those of you who have been watching this for a while already know this, right? If you love me, and I know that you love me because I am your brethren, right? Hit that subscribe button. Help me grow my channel. Your support is very much adored and appreciated. And we need your support to grow this channel. But we're going to talk about prayer. Finally, after a long, long, long time. It's been a long time waiting for this one. Prayer. What is prayer, right? What is prayer? Before I can go any further, I need to let you guys know something very sad. I've got hay fever. But that's okay. To me that's a blessing. It's mother nature. It's a bit discomforting, but it's mother nature. But let's get back to what I was gonna say, right? I just thought I'd add that in randomly, but just to spice up the video to see what it looks like. But prayer, what is prayer? Prayer is how would we define this? Because we want to keep this as simple as possible, right? So prayer is a ritual. Prayer is sacred. Prayer is divine. Prayer is cosmic. Prayer is you and I. Prayer is when you connect, right? Prayer is when you make a connection. You make this divine, cosmic, ritual connection to the cosmic force that is God, the divine supreme being, our Father. That's how we pray, right? That's why we pray. For me, the benefit for prayer is the first one is healing, right? It Prayer allows you to heal. You know, we carry so many different types of wounds in our lives. Unfortunately, it's part of life. You At some point in your life, you're gonna hurt yourself. You're gonna have a wound of some sort. It's either gonna be physical or internal. And prayer is one of those mechanisms, one of those ways of healing that wound. Um, Prayer also allows you to meditate. It allows you to release stress. This crazy, crazy, crazy world, this thing that we call the earth, this reality that we live in, emotions, spirituality, and physicality, excuse me. Those are the three, for me anyway, those are the three factors. The three elements that make up our reality, emotions, spirituality, and physicality. And during this interaction with this environment, unfortunately, you build up a lot of negative force, a lot of negative energy, and that's the benefit of spirituality, because the benefits of prayer, it allows you to meditate, it allows you to release that energy and find that equilibrium. And the third factor is obviously the most important one of them all, is to make the connection with God. Of course, you're speaking to the divine supreme being. That is the means of connecting and letting it be known what it is on your mind. Unfortunately, there's some things because we are mortals, we're not immortals, we're just flesh and bone. There's some things that we are unfortunately unable to see. There's so many things that are out there in the world, but we cannot see them because of our flesh eyes, if that's a good way to explain it. We cannot see those things, but prayer is a way to see those things in other ways. We can see these things and speak to the divine one. Let it be known what's on our mind, and he will let you know in his subtle ways. You've got to pay attention. You've got to pay attention, and you'll be informed in the subtle ways. And those are the benefits of prayer, you know. You know, meditation, it allows you to connect, it allows you to heal, it allows you to connect to the divine supreme being. And for me, prayer is extremely important because I was lost, now I'm found. I was lost, now I'm found. And I was able to be, I found myself through prayer. You know, I was a balloon floating in the air. You know, when they release those balloons with helium and they just rise up in the air, I was a balloon just floating around, you know, but I was able to somehow come back down to the ground, back down to the earth, Mama Earth, you know, and we're back down on the ground. I nearly fell into the abyss, you know. I was like a airhead, just I don't know, just all over the place. But we're back down on the ground. We're going to be a glutton of hard work, and for me again, prayer. The benefit of that is, you know, for me, what it means to me is the connection to God, you know, to let it be known what I feel on that day, to recognize him. Again, the issue with humanity, as per se, is this notion as being superior. But when you look at the physical plane which we exist in, this physical plane, we have our own hierarchies. For us to think that we are the it thing is completely ignorant. It's ignorant to the intelligence that we have up here. You know, this thing up here that has been given to us, this cosmic force, this unbelievable thing. You know, what makes us different from everything else on this planet is this thing up here. And again, it just absorbs everything that's out there. And the fact that we have this thing, for us to not recognize that there will be something far more powerful than us. Think about the sun, right? The sun is just extremely powerful. For us to think that we are the it thing and our intelligence is superior to all is sheer ignorance, you know. Again, because we have this thing here, we are able to recognize that we have to connect, we have to have a conversation with God. We have to connect and have the conversation with God because of this intelligence up here. And what else? For me, the benefit of prayer is it heals, the healing factor. Like I said to you, you know, I carried so many wounds, I carried the weight of the world on my shoulders, and it allowed me to heal, you know, physically and mentally, and release that tension. You know, I cannot emphasize to you guys, I cannot explain to you guys, it's something that you have to experience. You have to enlighten yourself. Prayer enlightens you. And finally, after a long time, I know it's been a long time, I said I'll do some prayer vlogs, and this is the first one. A little bit shabby, but that's okay. We're still getting better. We have to keep doing this no matter what. But I've got to end this the right way. Beloved brother, beloved sister, if you love me, hit the subscribe button. Help me grow my channel. But if you're carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders, if you feel as if the whole world's against you, and no matter what you try to do, and no matter what you try to do, it always seems to stay the same, and you are lost, you're a balloon floating in the air. Let's see. What else? What analogies can we use? What metaphors can we use? I've been studying some metaphors. Do you feel like an airhead? That's another metaphor I was studying. What else? Let's see. What else can we say? I don't want to sound too rude because some of these metaphors I've been looking at are rather rude. Do you feel like you're on autopilot? That's a nice one. Let's see. That's too simple, that one. The apple of my eye. No, that's another good one. But to cross someone's wires. This is stuff I've been studying. So let's see. Gotta find them in this thing. You know, you got to teach this thing to find them when it's necessary. That's what I enjoy about it. You know, you got to go in there, fist down, toes down, be like a gorilla. Go right in there and find them. But we'll try some more next time. The thing that you can do, beloved brother, beloved sister, if times are difficult for you, is prayer. That's the simplest thing you can. It's not the only thing that you can do, but it's the first thing that you should do, because you find that equilibrium for you. You find the equilibrium. You know, you find that balance. Prayer, connect to God, heal and meditate. So with that said and done, I hope you enjoyed this vlog. I did a little bit, but we're getting better. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out. Have an amazing day and God bless you. All right, I'll see you in the next one. Hit that subscribe button. Peace. You there, you.